Right, good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to it. It's Tuesday night here at Logistical Nightmare Racing. My name's Alan Patterson, and I'm bringing you the GT4 round, GT4 series at least. We apologize for a bit of a little delay. There's been some network issues, and it's kind of caught a lot of people out, including our fearless leader up in Ireland, but never mind, we seem to be up and running. Currently on the screen you can see it is the man, Ryan Barrington Smith, and everybody at home, you now need to sing happy birthday, please. Happy birthday. Okay, never mind that. So where are we? It's Nürburgring. It's the Grand Prix circuit of the legendary Nordschleife clockwise circuit, as you can see on the track map. Castrol S at the end of the main straight. Big overtaking opportunity here. Also Dunlop hairpin down at the bottom, up through the Shell curve or the Schumacher S, a couple of other manufacturer curves, and then all the way through the Vidal chicane to the Coca-Cola hairpin onto the main straight. So a couple of overtaking positions that make themselves available at this track. Right, there we go. We are officially into quali. 10 minutes of quali to go, and let's catch up and see what's happening with the field. At the moment we have 17 people on the server. So even with a little bit of teething problems, everybody's here and rearing to go. And cheers to berries. Happy birthday, bud. We shall await for some people to put in official times. It's round 4 this round. Nürburgring GT4 series. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't find the. Just give me a second. No, it's well and truly down. So Discord's pretty much knackered at the moment, so I can't get too much info at all off there. But that doesn't matter. We're here. We have some light precipitation, as you can see. It is scheduled to continue for the next half an hour, and the track condition is wet with a track temp of 21 degrees. So tricky conditions nonetheless for the drivers this evening. How's it to everybody on the YouTube channel? Thank you so much for joining us. Sean Prinsley, he was the first man there. Sorry for the delay. Sean Buck's there. Daniel Ridgely's there. Good evening. And Gran to have everybody here. So yeah, at the moment, look at that. We do have a trio of the Porsches. Robson. Wilfred Robson here for Dead Men Racing. Who is currently at the fast end of the table, although we still don't have we don't have official lap times up yet, but that should happen shortly. Ryan Barrington Smith, he's still there, and Fourie. Then we've got Duplessis in a Mercedes with Young, and we did have Jacques Vermeer. No, he's in the BM, sorry. So those are the Mercs. Charles Stein in the lonesome Audi. Van der Merwe in the Janetta. And then there are 4 BMs. There were 5. I don't know where Chris DeSantis is. He was here just now. Nekison, Hilton Nekison. Jacques Vermeulen, as I said. Mkwananzi, hope I get that right. And my buddy Devin Ellis. So, whole field of BMWs here to take on the mighty Porsches. And 7 of them, as you can see, including Mr. Hardacre, the Bullions. They're all in Porsches, and Vandenberg. Pierre Duprier and Kaylen Mawa, the only brave drivers out there to go with the US muscle, and that's the Chev Camaros. Right, 5 minutes to go. This should see Robson come, and there it is. It's a 2:18.2. That's currently the quickest lap time. So finally, we've got a time up. Looking at the timing screen. Now, these guys are still on their fast laps, so I can't tell you who's on a quick and who's not on a quick lap. But nonetheless, this will be the next. Oh, there they go. Hardacre's up with the Porsche. Robson's there, and Van der Merwe goes quickest in the little Janetta. 2:16.4. That is until this man gets to the start-finish line. He's coming up to the final chicane now. Oh, he just hangs on to it through there. He looked like he was going to drift a bit wide, but managed to control it. Daniel Ridgely shouting for Niall Bullion's number 58 Porsche. So some overseas, and there we go, as I predicted, 1.1 seconds quicker. It's the birthday man. And Niall not too far behind him, 7/10 actually, so he pops up into second. And as I say that, Kyle van den Berg in his Porsche goes second and bumps Niall Bullion down to third place. So here's Niall for Beefaroni Racing. It looks like Dad's not here tonight. He was here just now, so I'm not too sure if he's having issues or he's just... Oh, there he is. Sorry. Okay, got him. Here we go. So Lee's also there, currently 7th, 2.3 seconds off the pace. So the little Caymans showing their prowess here in the rain. 3 minutes to go, and we still have at least 6 cars that haven't done a lap. Jacques Vermeulen and Devon Ellis, both of them just chilling in the pits. They were in no rush by the looks of things. All right, a Scott supporter. Well then, hell, I'm with you, because my surname's Patterson with 1 T, which is Scottish. So, och, aye. Mr. Buck, how are you recovering from your deadly dose? Are you getting stronger? Are you good? I see by my missus's webcams in red car, it's getting lighter and staying lighter longer. How's it, man? Great to have you here. Thank you for joining us. You join us a little bit late, but look at that. There's still 2 minutes left of quali. So nothing major going on. Right. Quick times. Ryan Barrington, he is 7/10 up on his lap time. So he's going to go 2:14.5. No, he doesn't. He was out of bounds somewhere. So Niall goes second quickest. That's a great lap. Only 2/10 off. And a couple of people that are on quick laps. The big Camaro here, Pierre Dupré. He's currently half a second up. But he's just started this lap, so he's into the middle sector. He's going through the Mercedes-Benz complex now and heading down towards the south end of the track. And he's 6/10 up, as is Ryan Barrington-Smith. Right now, as they are on the track, Ryan Barrington-Smith is 8/10 up. So, and Van der Berg goes 100th quicker into second place and pushes Niall Bullion down into third. Right, we're into the last 60 seconds of quali. So, Ryan Berries, Mr. Birthday Boy, heading down to the hairpin, and in the middle of sector 2, here he is, and he is just on a second quicker on his lap time. 1 whole second. Now, good news, Sean. Great to hear. All right, yes, about me being Scottish. Good. Well, now you know. It's one grandparent too far out. Otherwise, I would have tried to get a passport, but no luck. And Dee, my missus, who I told you is in red car, she's Irish, lass. So, and she naturally does have a passport. And she's coming home at the end of April after being over there for 6 months. Right, here we go. Barry's through the last chicane. He's 1.5 seconds up, people. So this is going to be a 2:13 point something if it's a legal lap. He's over 1.5 seconds up. There it is, 2:13.7. Kalen Mawa, half a second up. Here he comes. And he's on an official lap. Dave Young is 7/10 up in his Mercedes. This will push him from 8th to about 6th. No, 7th. So there we go. Dave Young finishes his lap. Wilfred Robson, he is on a lap and he's 8/10 up on his lap. Nkwonazi is 9/10 up in his BM and decides to come into the pits. So possibly he made a mistake somewhere. Gonna go back to Wilfred because this lap will still count if he gets to the line. That's outrageous. 2 minutes 13.7 on a wet track. 1.5 seconds quicker than the field. Right, here comes Wilfred through the last chicane. Hopefully this has been a legal lap. He is still over half a second up on his time. Should push him close to Kalen Mawa's time in 8th or 9th, somewhere there. And he goes to 9th place. So that's that, I think. Everybody's done. Charles Stein. He was up. And he blew it out in that last corner. So that's him. People are obviously sweating because we've got load shedding going on again. I had mine already earlier today, so it shouldn't affect me much. So just waiting for the field to get onto the grid. There you can see the awesome looking Janetta of Van der Merwe. Oh, and look at that! Wow, they qualify in the wet. Everybody's now going to go and change their setups. You. Nice drama here, Mr. Buck. Gee. So we've got sun for the next 30 minutes. The track is green, so it's not going to have grip. And these guys all have to now go and put different tires on, change the pressures. Gee, that's a curveball. That's a good one. Dang. Yo, that definitely is put a curveball amongst everyone. Right, I'd like my camera to please behave and come back to me. It's currently drifting around the back of the grid in a loop of some sorts. So server is counting down, so let's just wait and see what does transpire. There we go. Helicar, there we go. Driver change, yes, there, okay. This camera app does get itself into a bit of a knot sometimes, and then you get stuck. Right, so Sean's saying Berries has a new headset, so maybe you can hear better now. I wonder if any of you guys listen to me on the live stream in the background. It's this camera that goes from the front. I wanted to say flash your lights, but we won't be able to see. That's Devin Ellis at the back. So, Mr. Ellis, if you can hear us, give us a flash on your headlights. I think that's, I thought that was Chris's BM, but that looks like Jacques Vermeulen in the black BMW. No, he's next to him. That's Nkwananzi in the black BM. So the three BMs at the back. The red Mercedes Benz. Oh, off they go. That was Duplessis that you saw. Right, so we're going to see who's definitely got the correct setup in their car here. That was a massive curveball issued by the server to the drivers. Full quali in full wet, and the race is in full dry. Temperature's up by 3 degrees, but it doesn't matter because it's off wets and on dry tires. So the slicks are now on. And we'll have to see which of the drivers have actually got not a hybrid setup here, but it looks like a full dry setup for this race. 60 minutes on the Nürburgring. Get ready, peeps. How's it, Neil? Thanks for joining. Mr. Fenter, there you are. In the center, Mr. Fenter. How's Derbs? Hot and muggy. My old hometown. Yo, Paul's dropping the odds here. Niall for the win and Wilfred for a top 5. Right, let's see. I don't know if you just joined us or if you saw any of the quali, but the quali was like full on wet. So the guys have gone from a wet quali to dry race condition. Good one. Cheers, buddy. I'm just about finished my drink here, but I might have to go and refresh halfway through this race. Yeah, Jacques will do well in the BM. It's going to be a drive from the back, currently in 16th. So we will keep our eyes on him. Dave Midpack in the Mercedes, 7th. So, yeah, let's see. All the Porsches up at the top, all the BMs down at the bottom, and everything else in the middle. Yeah, Sean, you make a good point. If Discord's down, the guys can't talk to each other. So the Bullion family, dad and son, they can't talk to each other. So no intercoms at all at the moment because Discord's like seriously knackered right now. Anyway, here we go. We're going to drop back to Niall's car. We'll sit with him. The Beefaroni Racing Porsche Cayman in 3rd place. Red, white and green car. Oh, the Janetta van der Merwe is a little bit ways off. Wow, he was napping there. He's dropped 3 positions. And the Chev almost hammers into the back of the Porsche of Hardacre. Right, here we go. Hard braking into T1. Brakes, boys, brakes. Good Concertini effect, but no contact by the looks of things. Into the complex we go. Johan now trying to get the Janetta going. The Camaro bumps up into 5th, so Van der Merwe's running. And the other Chev is also there. Kaylen Mawa is also charging. Meantime, the Porsches are all off. Barrington Smith leading, Vandenberg, Bullion and Hardacre, and off they go. Just letting the timing screens catch a wake up as they go through the first sector. And look at that, the 2 Camaros, 5th and 6th. So it's 4 Porsches and 2 Chevs. Then we have Mr. Steyn in the lone Audi and Van der Merwe in the Janetta in 8th. He did lose a lot of time. And wow, is there a lot of pressure going on here. It's Lee Bullion with Wade Robson, Mr. Young. And the BMs are arriving in force. It's Hilton. Is it Hilton? No, it's not Hilton. It's Jacques Vermeulen. Sorry. Yeah, there he is. So Jacques closing in the BMW on the back of the Porsche Furry and Lee. Let's go and see first lap done and dusted. And here we go. Barrington Smith, Mr. Birthday Boy, away and leading. Vandenberg hanging on. Jeff Hardacre right there. And Pierre Dupriez, in fourth. No, so what now? We've lost a Porsche. Have we? We have. We've lost a driver here. Where did the Porsche go? No, he's down in 6th. There he is. And Lee in 9th. So Niall must have had a huge drama somewhere. I'm not going to go back 30 seconds, but he was in 2nd or 3rd, and he's dropped out of the top 5 completely. So we missed that. Right, 10th place, Johan Fourie. Jacques Vermeulen putting a bunch of pressure on in the BMW. Oh, big oversteer into the S's there. Jacques Vermeulen, Alan R. Banana Express, teammate of Mr. Paul Venter. Mr. Dave Young's gone backwards from the middle of the grid starting position. He is stone last. Not sure what happened. Alright, he is busy coming back. He's back there with Jan van der Merwe in the Ginetta. So there's been some dramas. Oh, the approach speed of everybody onto Duplessis' red Mercedes there. Final turn, heading onto the start finish line. Devon Ellis just ahead in the white BMW. And here comes Dave Young with Van der Merwe in close proximity in the Ginetta. So some dramas happening in the opening stages that we missed. Bullion, let's go back there to Niall, and look at this. This is a mega traffic jam. He is closing in on Dupriez Chev, but he's bringing Staines Audi with him, and behind him you've got Wilfred Robson in his Porsche, and Dad leave Bullion right there as well. Whatever the drama was, Niall had it on... oh, and there he has another one. Gets a huge bit of oversteer in the Porsche and manages to catch that, but there was proof of what happened. Oh, that was almost a roundabout. So Niall definitely battling with the setup in this car. He doesn't like this, or hasn't got a setup for the dry conditions. So he is struggling. Wilfred Robson in the yellow and red Porsche. Here he is, and he is right on the back of Mr. Charles Staines Audi. Wilfred Robson for Deadman Racing, DMR Racing. And a little fairy has it that he is the proud new owner of a pair of Fanatec pedals. They're not load cells. They are a brand new out the box pair of upgradable Fanatec pedals, which came in the DD Pro, the Gran Turismo DD Pro bundle kit that I bought from Fanatec, and he's taken those pedals off my hands because we don't use them. So hopefully he'll be receiving that tomorrow, and we'll be able to install them, and it will help his pace improve somewhat. Kwanazi, let's go down to 11th place. He is all over the BMW of Hilton Nickison. Three BMs having a big dice here now. Love that livery. Nkosinati Nkwonazi. And he's all over the back of Hilton Nickison. We're going to go helmet view. And you can watch in the mirrors as well, because he's also under pressure from Mr. Vermeulen. Here comes Mr. Vermeulen up the inside. Licks it and sends it. And that pass gets done and dusted. So Jacques Vermeulen driving from the back of the grid and is in 12th place. He's the sandwich in these three BMs. Yeah, Hardis, I bought it from Fanatec directly because you can't buy the bundle kits from Digital Motorsport or anybody like that. I placed... Oh, look at this BM. Vermeulen, all is in the boot of Hilton Nickison. Now looks left, looks right, tries to outbrake Hilton. Hilton completely misses his braking point, and Jacques almost follows him. But I think that pass is done. Where's Hilton? He's still out there in the rough, but Jacques through. So yes, I bought and paid for the order in the 15th of December. It finally made its way to my missus in the UK. So I had to pay shipping to the UK and 20% VAT into the UK, then redo the invoice and then send that from the UK to me, courtesy of my missus. So I had to pay VAT and 2 sets of shipping costs, and it landed here, I think it was just under 17k for the bundle. And I think the V-Room in Joburg are selling them for 43. So, here we go. Guys will be going for 10 minutes. And Barrington Smith, 5 seconds up the road, as you can see, having another one of his lonely races. Kyle van der Berg doing well in the silver and black Porsche, Cayman Porsche. This is Logistical Nightmare Racing pace. Geoff Hardacre for 80k Motorsport. Look at that. We have an 80k entrant racing here. That's great stuff. So, Geoff Hardacre. And then Kalen Mawa in the big black Camaro. He's in 4th place. He's racing for Team Police. And not too far behind him, Mr. Duprier in his Camaro. So the Camaro is having a huge ding-dong battle right now, with Charles Stein just following suit in the Audi. Yeah, Hardis, it's not easy, man. Seriously, for a bundle, you're going to have to just, you know, you got to be patient. If you're just looking for like a base and a rim, or, an item, yes, Digital Motorsport are definitely on it. Been reading on the other channels, guys have been ordering from them and the stuff's in their house like 5 days later. So they seem to be the place to go to as far as individual items goes. In other words, a rim or a base if it's in stock. But I wanted that they advertised that bundle. That rim's only available in the bundle, the GT Pro. And it comes with pedals. I didn't need the pedals, so I did a deal with Wilfred, and he's taken them off my hands. He can at a later stage buy the upgrade kit. I've forgotten the word now. The load cell kits, which you can install into the pedals, and then he'll have a full-on load cell pedal kit. But for now, they're stock as they come from Fanatec. Yeah, Paul. No other option really, because they won't ship from Fanatec to South Africa, so you need to have you need to have a head somewhere. You need to have somebody in Europe somewhere that you can trust and will do some work for you. And yeah, for me, luckily enough, it's my missus. I mean, we all know Sean's there. We can just send piles of stuff to Sean and he can send it on to us. There's also somebody else who was saying he's in Holland, but I don't know who he is. Right, the Camaros, they're just processing around. Let's go and have a look what's going on here. Here's Wilfred Robson. He is just ahead of Niall. Niall hanging on, struggling with the setup in that Porsche. Weather still says sunny, a bit of cloud, but sunny for the next 30 minutes. So no sign of weather changing, but you never know. Maybe Sean's got it nailed and we do have a variability coming in just now. And make no mistake, you have to use a courier. Don't even try and do it any other way. Fanatec used UPS. It was sent in the original parcel. So when it got to D, it was solidly packed, and I just had to change the barcodes and the packaging, and then resubmit that from South Africa. That also is a trick all on its own, because all of a sudden you become an importer when you're doing it from South Africa. So I filled it in as D in the UK, sending it to me as a gift, which essentially it was. And then when they got hold of me, they wanted importers, this, and I said, no, this is a gift from my missus. There's the commercial invoice. I know I need to pay VAT, and send me the invoice. And then a couple of days later, I got an invoice and I paid. And it was VAT and the handling fees, although it's not because it's a department for UPS that deals with shipping and clearances. So I paid 900 and something rand for it to get in here. Yeah, you're right. There's no chance. You can buy anything and everything you want, send it to Sean's address, never see it again, bro. We'll have to all club in, and somebody will have to get an air ticket and fly to Northern Ireland. Go knock on the man's door. Now, looking here, he's all over the back of Wilfred. Wants to attack. The gap at the moment, 3/10. This is the closest on the track, as we can see. Yeah, how does Aramex Global Shopper, although I haven't used them myself, and I don't know how easy it is to send. Fanatec want like a full-on physical address. Oh, did you see that? Wilfred almost drove into the wall. Wow, wait, I've got to do that. Let's go back 30 seconds. Change car. There we go. Get in the car. Watch this. Wilfred almost hammers the guardrail and the tire barriers between the pit lane and the track. He gets a huge oversteer and the car sends it towards it. Watch. Oh, that was close. Yesterday. So, almost had a... oh no, what's that? Okay, nothing. Thought we lost a car. Have we lost someone? No, here's Niall. Jeez. Game's doing some funny things here, boys. Okay, we're all good. Niall's still pursuing. The yellow car's chasing the Italian Beefaroni car. Somebody needs to explain this. If we're talking Niall and Dad are Scottish, what's with the Beefaroni and the Italian color schemes? Because now you're just confusing the whole issue. Scottish Italians or Italian Scots? .43 minutes left. We do have a pit strat that these guys will need to sort out, and that's going to be a whole mix and match. Just a reminder for those of you watching, you can up your stream quality. You can go maxed out 1080p 60 HD. I dropped it down by 1 meg purely because of the dropped was getting some dropped frames, but I will pick it up again in a week or two for the next round. Can then stream 1440p 60 HD. Alright, cool, thanks. Something called beefaroni. so everyone knows pepperoni is like a salami. So if it was beef, it would be a piece of boerewors. So they just don't know what boerewors is. I just need to share that with them. It's not beefaroni, it's boerewors. Okay, let me stop being stupid and try and find some info out here. Beefaroni. Yeah, right. Right, I'm on the server. One pit stop. It's a mandatory tire change. There we go. So I always forget these things. Oh yeah, we got to send Raymond some. Okay. 40 minutes and counting. Oh, we've got penalties here. Mr. Young and Mr. Vermeulen, 5 seconds. With Discord down, I can't tell you what it's about, but clearly it's going to have been a contact of some nature. Let me look at my timing screens. Can't see anything that says accident, but nonetheless, there we go. So, Dupree, first man in the pits in the big Camaro. We're down to 14 people, so maybe it's 9:30, so load shedding hasn't started yet. Mr. Neckison, Hilton Neckison has left the building, so I can't find him. Jacques Vermeulen carrying a 5-second penalty. He's now the last man standing. Dupree, he started the engine, but he hasn't pulled off yet. So I'm not too sure what's going on here. Renier Duplessis in the red Merc thundering around. And then we've got Devon Ellis has also gone missing. So 2 of the 4 BMWs are gone. Hilton Neckison and Devon Ellis have unfortunately disconnected. Here's Dave. You can see the Mercedes showing a little bit of wear and tear. So, oh, and we just had another person disconnect. So, down to 13 left on the server now. Pierre's still here and he's still idling in the pits. Jacques Vermeulen hammering the BMW through the chicane there. Johan Fourie is gone. Johan Fourie in the no, that's Johannes van der Merwe. He's in the Janetta. He's still there, but Johan Fourie has gone missing. So Johan 3 cars unfortunately disconnected now. Niles in the pits. Hopefully he got the stop go. There it is. Good man. So he comes in at 38 minutes. He's 8 minutes ahead of schedule. Possibly seriously struggling with incorrect pressures on the tires. And look, the sun's gone. So for the next 30 minutes we only have clouds. So there's a good chance this could still change. I have seen the weather change in 30 minutes. So let's keep our eye on that. Wilfred up into 5th place. So we've got Barrington Smith leading Vandenberg by 11 seconds. Hardacre in 3rd place, 8.5 seconds back. And then Kalen Mawe in the big black Camaro, he's 2 seconds back in 4th. And Wilfred rounds out your top 5 with Niall in the pits at the moment. Lee will have gone past, so that position will update shortly. Hopefully we don't get more people dropping off with load shedding. Niall's out the pits, no stop goes, so everything according to plan for his stop. And he is net 7th after the pit stop. Dave Young at the moment got huge pace. He's currently up on his lap time right here. Tell you what, Paul, our man Jacques got a lot of work to do here, because he is ways back in 12th place with a 5-second penalty, and he is long numbers off the back of Duplessis. So, but I'm sure he's having fun out there. Good looking car, blue, black and gold, chrome gold on the back. And Pierre Dupré in his Camaro, who was dicing for 5th and 6th earlier on, all the way at the back in 13th place and 2 laps down. So he's had an awful evening of it tonight. Kalen Mawan, on the other hand, he's going strong. Oh, hammers a bit of the curb as I grab him with the camera. But look at him bully this thing around. Absolute tank, NASCAR, whatever you want to call it. .5 seconds off the back of Hardacre's Porsche. So it's a Porsche fest here at the Nürburgring. 6 cars in 5 Porsches in the top 6 positions. Oh, Kalen. Oh, D. Young, 5-second penalty for car number 66. Another penalty. Let's go and see that. Dave Young, let's go back 30 seconds. Or was this penalty issued a long time back? Because he's nowhere near a car at the moment. No, it's nowhere near him. So not too sure what happened. Oh, here we go. No, just ran a little bit wide. Huh. So no clue what that's about, but he's now carrying 2 penalties. Possibly had contact with Mkwanazi's BMW, because they were relatively close. And he's in the pits. So Dave, There goes Nkonazi going past. Dave goes into the pits, getting the fuel stop, pit stop out the way, and getting rid of those penalties. Sean, are you back online, or everything good? I don't know if Discord's back up yet or not, but anyway. Sorry guys, I left you there. Right, Wilfred. Duplessis also in the pits with his Mercedes. But Wilfred circling here on his own in 5th place. No one really close at the moment, so nothing I can bring to you as far as exciting Dyson going. Our leader, is he going to peel in? No, we're at 32 minutes, so we're pretty much on the halfway mark right now. And Dave drops off the jack and he's rolling. See when he gets out the pits, all good. Yep, all good. No penalties, no stop goes. So he's done. Renier Duplessis in his Merc. What is going on here? He's stopping and starting the engine. Ignition. Oh, this is going to hurt this man. He's got a problem of some sort. Jacques goes through, so Jacques goes up into 11th place. Renier still sitting in the pits, so don't know what's happened to him. There we go, off the jack. Okay, he's rolling. Oh, and he gets a drive through. So he must have done something wrong. No clue what that's about, but he's going to have to drive back through the pit lane. Right, Jacques, here he is. He's still got his 5 seconds penalty, but he will be pitting shortly, I'm sure. 30 minutes, we're now halfway through the race. Weather, oh, the sun comes back out, so it hasn't gone north. The variability hasn't taken us to wets, unfortunately. But we'll keep our eyes on it. You never know what might happen. We've got wind, 2 kilometers an hour. That might blow in some cloud. So I remember the Kyle Army races, the 9 hours, etc. We had weather changing in 10 minutes. So, Jacques hammering the BM through that quick right-hander. Is he coming in? No, he's not. Kalen Mower with 2 seconds within the back of Jeff Hardacre. And Kalen is certainly bullying this Camaro around. Oh, there's someone in the pits ahead of him. It's Jeff Hardacre, I believe. It is. So Jeff Hardacre peels off into the pits and Kalen bumps up into 3rd place. Yeah, Kalen is driving this car like a drift specialist as well. Seriously manhandling it into some of the corners. And the pit lane just lights up. Hardacre's in, Bullion's in, Van der Merwe's in. Duplessis comes in to complete his drive through. Van der Merwe gets a drive-through now. Why are the guys getting drive-throughs? It's not speeding in the pit lane. That's another error. That's almost like off-track excursions as Kalen peels off. Is it that? Are they going over the red and white curbing maybe? Ooh, I might have picked it up now. They might be crossing the solid white line. This is this new penalty that we've seen happen at at Race Faces League, where guys are getting drive-throughs on the start of the race because they crossed the solid white line, either coming into or exiting the pits in quali. So there's been an update done to the game. Now we just saw Kalen Mawa go over the solid white line and the red and white strips coming into the pits. Let's see when he exits the pits if he gets a drive-through. That's what I think this is. Kyle Vandenberg also in the pits in his Porsche. There he is. So we'll see Ryan Barrington-Smith. He's still got a pit, as does Mr. Wilfred. So I want to try and keep my eyes peeled on these guys. Make sure nobody shortcuts that entry into the pits. Kwanazi goes through in his BM. Kale gets a stop-go. That's speeding into the pit lane. So he's got one. Next man who should come in out of the cars that are out is Barrington-Smith. Let's see if Kalen Mawa gets a DT when he comes off his Jackson rolls. There he goes, and he doesn't. Okay, he didn't get one. So it wasn't the entry over the white line that. It's something else. Wilfred's coming up. He'll be next. If he is going to pit, he'll be next on the track. I just want to watch his line into the pit lane and see if we can pick up what happens. So the SG30 we know is for speeding into the pit lane. So Kyle Vandenberg didn't slow down in time, and he obviously, that's what that's for. Van der Merwe comes back in the Janetta to get his drive-through cleared. Sure, I really thought Kalen Mawa might have got one there. We'll see now when Wilfred comes in. Oh, look at this Camaro coming at pace. This is Duprier. He's a lap down probably. Here comes Wilfred, and oh, that looked okay. And the Camaro also comes in. Did they go over any lines there? Anything weird? Right, now they've got to stop by the stop-go line. You're all at the wrong line, boys. There's the stop-go line, so you wasted a bit. Wade Robson in. Now Kale van der Berg. He's got to complete his drive-through. Duprier's in from 13th. Right. He's stopping too early, man. That's why I say it's important for you guys to practice driving into the pit lane so you know where that board is. You lose 2 or 3 seconds stopping at the wrong lines or slowing down at the wrong lines. No, you can't stop. It's a drive-through. You mustn't stop. Is this what the guys are doing wrong? Are they stopping? Oh, he's stopping. You're not supposed to stop. It's a drive-through. Oh, my hat. Now he's going to get another drive-through for that. Or is he? Why did he stop? Jeez, I'm not too sure what is actually going on here, but anyway. I thought maybe it was the white lines. That's why I'm kind of watching from the helicopter, but I can't tell you why they're getting the drive-throughs. Right, Berries has gone through. Nkwanazi has still got a pit, and he's also gone through. So these guys leaving it right to the end. Mr. Young in 9th place. We finally have a dice on our hands here. There's Dave Young on the back of Lee Bullion. This is the closest race at the moment on track. While we wait for Barrington to come in the pits. He's almost there. No, he's not. He's gone through. So Berries is heading down to the hairpin. Nkwanazi has got to, he's coming up to the final chicane. I'm going to just hang around here and watch him. See if we can see what's going on here. Vermeulen into the pits. From 10th. Oh, he's got two wheels on the other side of that white line. So I don't know, let's see. Now where's he going to slow down? Good man, he goes right to the line. That's how you do it. Right, hopefully he got that into the pit lane limiter. Let's see Ryan Barrington-Smith. Here he comes, our leader. He has yet to pit. He is last of the last pit stoppers. There we go, Vermeulen's out. No drive-throughs or stop-goes. Oh, he also crosses the white line. I don't know, hey? Let's see. We'll see when these guys go, because I'm clutching at straws here, but I have no clue why the drive-throughs were issued. We need to find out. Yeah, it's important. Guys need to hammer a high-speed drive into the pit lane on every practice. When you're practicing, you've got to know where that board is. I've seen guys overtaking guys coming into the pit lane, and then everyone's like, oh, you overtook me. But we're like, well, why are you slowing down? You're not even at the pit lane limiter. Right, Nkwanazi. All clear? No, he got to stop go. He was too fast. He didn't push his pit lane limiter when he got into the pits. You saw his brake lights were flashing. So, eish, that's him in a pile of drama. So last man standing who's got to exit, we'll see if he gets anything next to his name, is Berries. But yeah, Nkwanazi, he slowed down in time, but he didn't have the pit lane limiter on, because you could see the brake lights are flashing. Here goes Berries, and he's out clear. So alright, he well crossed the solid white line and didn't get a drive through. So I don't know, guys, I'm not sure what it is. There's nothing on my screen. It actually would be a cool thing, because I can see personal best laps. I've got a logger going on here. It would be nice if it came up and said drive through for doing this, or drive through for doing that. Jeez, what is this game doing tonight? There's a whole lot of messages up on the screen there about drive-through cleared. I don't know if that's admins or what. Anyway, so Niall, after all of that, comes out in second place, 92 seconds behind Barrington-Smith. A lap and a half. I mean, a minute and a half's worth of damage, but he is back up into second. He managed to get past Hardacre because of his drive-through that he had to redo. And Hardacre's right there, not too far back. There he is. So 19, just under 20 minutes to go, and we got a dice up there. They have passed Vermeulen in the BM. That was in the background, so that'll have been lap traffic. And yeah, Nkwanazi's got to go into the pits, and he's got to complete that drive-through. He's got 3 laps to do it in, so he can't ignore it. And at the moment, he is ignoring it. No, he's not. Here he is. See, now he's too slow here. He's being too careful. No. You see? Why are you slowing down here? The board's up there. There's the board. So hopefully now it's in... he's got this... You see, the brake lights shouldn't be working here. So I don't think he's got a pit lane limiter button, because the lights are on when the pit lane button is depressed. So the fact that his brake lights are coming on and off and on and off means I think he's driving through the pit lane. I think. Let's see now if this gets cleared or not. Nope. See, stop go 30. That was for speeding in the pit lane. So he doesn't have a button mapped for the pit lane limiter. So that's why he's braking and going and braking and going. Now he's just going to be the hex in. He's going to disconnect for sure. Bad luck, buddy. But yeah, you guys, you need to map these things, and if you are on rigs or equipment and you don't have buttons, hey, speak to me or Kieran. There's button boxes available. You can buy a button box and get a whole lot of extra knobs and buttons and everything to cover all outcomes. Right, 70 minutes to go. Unfortunate drama for Mkwanazi there at the back. Bullion, yeah, is hanging on to a 2.8 second gap ahead of Hardacre. Wade Robson also only 2.1 seconds off the back of Kyle van der Berg. Here he is. And here is Kyle. So they're in the Mercedes-Benz complex. Yo, there we go. So that gap 2 seconds and closing. Mawa 3.5 seconds off the back of Hardacre, who's 3.5 seconds off the back of Bullion, who is a minute and a half back from Berries. So the birthday boy having a flag to flag finish. Oh, look at the weather. Look at the weather. There's the rain. 16 minutes. Is it going to hit? So 10 minutes we've got the sun and clouds, and 30 minutes rain. There's another whole lot of server messages. So I think we've got an admin just doing the necessary there. I'm not too sure. I don't see anything changing much there. But let's see if that weather speeds up to the next 10 minutes, which means we'll get rain before the end of this race. Cross your fingers. Right, Nkwanazi's back in the pits trying to do the drive-through. It's now been changed to a drive-through. Now the brake lights are flashing. So now he's got the button map for the pit limiter. That looks how it should look. Well, they shouldn't have stopped because it's a drive-through. But anyway. He thinks this is a stop-go. I really hope for this poor man that this clears now. It's a shame. He's been in here 4 times. Kalen going past or having a dice with Mr. Jacques Vermeulen, who is lap traffic in the BMW. And Jacques running a little wide there with the BM. Robson also falling off the back a bit. Oh, Konazi's got to drive through again. I think he's disconnected. He's given up with this. No, he's not even going to drive out. He's gone that far and he's going to go. There's it. Escape to pits. Here we go. Here comes a disconnect. Click. Shame, man. This man, yo, it's not that difficult to do a pit stop, buddy. You need to get on the Discord. Hopefully you've got some mates watching the stream here with us. Seriously, I haven't seen you on the Logistical Nightmare Racing Discord. Come and join us. Come and chat. Ask questions. The guys are free to help, man. We really want to help you guys. Oh, there's the rubbish. Go, Sean, go. Log in as admin. Clean that stuff up, please. Right, Mal. Here he is in second place. Well over 90 seconds and some change. Oh, no, he's not. It's 39. It's 40 seconds. So once all the pit stops are cleaned up, he's 40 seconds back of Barrington Smith. Jeff Hardacre, he is 3 seconds off the back. There they are. So he can see the Porsche ahead of him. He's got 13 minutes and some change to make a change from third place and try and get into second. Kalen Mawa in fourth. He is not too far back. You can hear it rumbling here in the background. The Chev, we'll actually see it on screen shortly, I'm sure. So 6 seconds separates third, fourth and fifth. I beg yours, second, third and fourth. It'll be in the bottom of the screen almost. Three and a half seconds to Bullion and 4 seconds to Mawa backwards. They will see it there. There it is. So Kalen can also see the white Porsche is chasing for position. That is the last step of the podium, and he's desperately trying to get that Camaro to get around you as quick as it can. 10 minutes, we've still got sun and clouds, so the rain just isn't going to happen, I don't think. Really? Where was the hint? I didn't see it, man. Look at that, blue skies, puffy clouds here and there. Can't see there going to be any rain in the next 11 and a half minutes, unfortunately. But Hardacre certainly pushing hard in this Porsche as he comes through that chicane. And there you can see Bullion just up ahead. That gap, 4.1 seconds. Here's Mawa, same gap, 3.8 seconds in the big Camaro. And Vermeulen just circling around with him for company in the BMW. Jacques, unfortunately, a lap or two down. He's one lap back. Good job, guys. If anybody does know or has seen Nkwonazi's Discord user ID or whatnot, drop him a message, invite him to the server. Maybe he doesn't even know that that server exists. I don't know. I've never seen him on there, but yeah, we can certainly help the man to understand what's going on and what he needs and what is he missing, and try and help him to improve on his sim racing. Your Discord is alive. Yes. So I wrote some messages there that are in red, which means I obviously didn't go through. I've just put a test there, which is there. So looks like it is back online. Right, just under 10 minutes. Nothing much to show you, I'm afraid. The gaps besides these three cars are massive. Kalen three-wheeling the Camaro through that chicane. I'll give you some last lap times. Niall at the moment, his last lap at 2:06.7. Jeff at 2:08.4. So he had a terrible lap there. Kalen at 2:08.5. Berries at 2:06.1. So Niall is 2 seconds quicker than Jeff Hardacre. And he's pushing this little Porsche. Kale in his Porsche doing a last lap at 2:07.1, but 11 seconds off the back of Kalen Mawa. So that's not going to happen with 8 minutes to go. It's basically between Niall and Jeff. If these guys have a problem somewhere, it's now 8 seconds separates second, third and fourth place. Oh, Niall runs very deep through the hairpin. That'll have hurt him. I wonder if his tires are hurting, or the car handling. Yeah, he was having some huge dramas in the first half of the race. I think Niall's just trying to keep it clean. His pace is a little bit... Well, it's not. His pace is quick. It's not as slow as the guys behind him. Yeah, slowly Mawa is down to 3.5 now. Let's see if Hardacre makes a mistake anywhere. Here he comes. I'll give you last laps again. Watch him come through the chicane. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's some big dramas right there. This is going to allow Mawa to catch right up to the back of him with 7 minutes to go. Jeff Hardacre almost turned that little Porsche Cayman around. And that gap has gone from 3.5 seconds down to like 1.2 seconds. 1.7. Gee, that was a big moment for Jeff Hardacre. So, I wonder if he's got overheating tires maybe. Last laps, Niall in second place at 2:08. Jeff Hardacre at 2:10. Kaylen Mawa at 2:08. Kyle van den Berg at 2:06. So Niall's essentially lifted a little bit. He's just managing his gap backwards now. With 6 minutes to go. He's not going to want to make any silly mistakes. Run wide, run off, run into the sand. Same goes for this man in third place, but he can see the Camaro is much closer. And Kaylen Mawa can see he's much closer to this Porsche. Gap now 1.9, so stretching out again. Oh, Jeff runs deep, a little bit deep there. Kaylen needs quali laps here. Jeff runs deep again. A little bit of a late apex, but he does miss it. And look at that, the Camaro is close with 5 minutes. If Jeff manhandles this chicane, oh, he does. Oh, he hammers the second curbing. Ran a bit deep through the first one. He is not happy. And Kaylen closing in hand over fist. That gap down to 1.4, if not less. 1.3 seconds for the big Camaro. 1.1 seconds. Jeff Hardacre is in a whole world of pain right now. Something is not right with this car, or he's struggling with the tires, or they are finished. He's just getting gobbled up here, and we'll see. It's all very well Kaylen catching up. He's then got to try and get past him. We're going to stick with this dice for now because everybody else is just having lonesome races. Definitely Kaylen can see that Jeff's having dramas up ahead. The Porsche's missing apexes. It's bouncing over curves. Kaylen's just got to nail 1 or 2 quali laps and he's going to be in the slipstream with the Camaro. The gap's almost sub 1 second now. It is. Gap 7/10. Two wheels off in the wrong place and a bit of kitty litter. And look there, just up ahead, you can see Niall Bouillon's car as well. There, Jeff misses the apex again. And he missed it here as well just now. Here he misses it again. Kaylen gets even closer coming up to the chicane. Let's watch through the chicane. This is where Jeff is struggling big time. He's tiptoeing through here. Look, he misses the apex again. Oh, Kaylen, he carries the drift. He seems to be the quicker of the two cars. What's the gap? Oh, it's gone out. It's 9/10 now. Last lap times, Jeff at 2:08.6. Kalen at 2:08.4. Niall did a 2:14. That's how we can see him. Gosh, it's all going on here with 2.5 minutes to go. Niall Bullion almost, he was off somewhere. The gap between Niall and Jeff is only 3.2 seconds. So literally 2 laps to go. If Kalen's going to do it, he's got to hammer a perfect lap in now. He's got to get every apex on the button to close in on the back of the Porsche. The Porsches are struggling in the latter part of this race, both of them. Niall's seriously struggling. I mean, he's only just there, and Jeff is just, he can't get the car to get into the apex. Yeah, big dramas here at the end of this race. Hope you guys are enjoying this, and thanks for hanging around with me. Right, up through the Schumacher S. The Camaro, Kalen's trying to carry as much pace as he can, not get in the sand. Jeff nails that apex for a change. Now this one. Yeah, he gets that one right. Kalen's there and driving hard. Now coming up to this tricky last chicane. Here's Niall. Let's make sure he gets through okay. He does. Jeff. He does. The Camaro comes through. Right. Where is Berries? Berries is on. So I think 2 more laps. The one they're on and one more, or is that the last lap? We'll have to see. Kalen, the gap up to 1.1 seconds. So Jeff managed to settle his nerves and put in a solid line. Awesome. Thanks, Sean, man. Oh, Kalen running a little wide there. He had all 4 wheels over the white line, so if he kept his foot in it, that'll be a track warning, I'm sure. There as well he goes. Look, very wide there. So that could be 2 track warnings already, if not more. Right, onwards they go. Let's go and see what Barrington Smith's doing. Through the chicane he comes. I don't see anything, so I think this is there's no smoke, so he's starting his last lap now. Well, the flag's out. Is the flag out? Oh, there it is. Well done. So Berries, the man does it. Flag to flag win for Ryan Barrington Smith on his birthday. And here comes Niall hanging on to second place. Bet he can't wait to see the end of this, as is Jeff Hardacre. In the last 10 minutes, these guys all had huge dramas in the Porsches. Last chicane, don't make a mistake now. He nails it. Last corner, just got to drive around the last corner. And there comes Niall Bullion over for second place. Good result, flashing the lights. Well done, young man. Jeff Hardacre brings it in for third. Kalen Mauer not that far back in the big Chev. Congrats, sir. Carl Vandenberg over the line for fifth. And that rounds out to top 5. Wilfred now through the final turn. So he's going to get a 6th place. We've just gone 12 minutes past 10. So if anybody's going to have load shedding, it's going to kick in like now. Dave Young. He's still coming along in the big Mercedes. 7th place. Just ahead of Lee Bullion. last time through the final curve. And Mr. Young over the start-finish line, and he takes that 7th. And Lee, here he comes. He'll take 8th. And the rest of the guys are in the pits already. So they were all a lap down, unfortunately. So there we go, ladies and gents. Round 4 of the GT4 series done and dusted here from Nürburgring. Awesome having you all here, and thanks for joining me on the YouTube. Paul Fenton Derbs, thanks buddy. Sean, hope you enjoyed it. Everybody else, I will be racing next week in GT3s, and I will bring you the following round of GT4s in 2 weeks time for Logistical Nightmare Racing. Thanks everybody for joining us here, and that's it from us. Good night, goodbye, and we'll chat soon.